So, okay, Governor, let's get this straight. First off, number one, you funded Romney Care through federal tax dollars through Medicaid. I know it well. It's called disproportionate share provider tax. About $400 million that you got from the federal taxpayers to underwrite Romney Care to make sure you didn't have to raise taxes right away. But of course you had to. Yes, your governor, with the $8 billion of tax increases he had to put in place. Yes, Governor, you balanced the budget for 4 years. You have a constitutional requirement to balance the budget in 4 years. No great shakes. I'm all for it. I'd like to see it federally, but don't go around bragging about something you have to do. Michael Dukakis balanced the budget for 10 years. Does that make him qualified to be president of the United States? I don't think so. The bottom line is, what you did was you used federal dollars to fund the government takeover of health care in Massachusetts. Used it as, and Barack Obama,
Arlen Specter?
Well, I'll get to that in a minute. And then Barack Obama used it as a model for taking over this healthcare system in America. Why I supported Arlen Specter, number one, because Arlen Specter was a senator who was going to be the chairman of the Judiciary Committee at a time when the most important issue that was coming up in the next session of Congress was 2 to 3 Supreme Court nominees that were going to be available. And one, and maybe two of them, or maybe even all three, were going to be out of the conservative bloc. And Arlen Specter, as chairman of the Judiciary Committee, we had a conversation. He asked me to support him. I said, will you support the president's nominees? We had a 51-49 majority in the Senate. He said, I'll support the president's nominees as chairman. Every nominee Arlen Specter supported from the time he took on Judge Bork and saved Justice Thomas, every nominee that he supported passed. Why? Because it gave Democrats cover to vote for it, and it gave Republican moderates cover to vote for it.
Think Pat Toomey would do that?
No, because he wouldn't have been able to give the moderate Republicans and the conservative Democrats the leeway to then support that nominee, which is exactly what Arlen Specter did. He defended Roberts, defended Alito. We have a 5-4 majority on the court that struck down that case that you just talked about and is there as a guardian of liberty. And I did the right thing for our country.
Well, let me tell you, Arlen Specter,
gentlemen,
supporting Arlen Specter over Pat Toomey. That was a very torturous route to support a guy who's a pro-choice.
Just about as torturous as 6 years
By the way,
later,
in 1996,
let's move the conversation along. Let's move the conversation along and take a question from a voter down here in our audience tonight. Sir, identify yourself and